Interest rates are at a 20-year high. Inflation is being as stubborn as can be, and it's still staying elevated. What does that mean for the Folsom housing market going into Q4 and into next year? Folks, we're going to go over all of those things. My name is Nima Moridi with the Moridi team at Intero Real Estate. My family and I have been fortunate enough to help over 1,500 families help buy and sell homes since 1988. So let's get to it. We're going to discuss all of those things. So guys, the median list price for the single family homes in the city of Folsom is currently $799,000. The price per square foot, if you're curious, averages out to around $356. Now, compared to last month, it's ticked down a little bit because last month, as you recall, we reported $362 per square foot. So that's come down a little bit. The median days on the market, so remember, days on the market, DOM, you might see this on some of those consumer-facing websites like Zillow and Redfin. That's essentially when a property gets listed to the time they take an offer. The seller accepts a strong offer from a buyer. That duration of time is the days on the market. It doesn't include the escrow period. So let's keep that in mind. For the month of October, we're at 49 days. Last month of September, we were at 42. So it's been up for about a week extra to 49 days now. The price reductions are up a bit as well. Last year, I reported that we had 60% price reductions for those single family homes that hit the market. Now we're at 65%. So essentially 65% of the new inventory of these single family homes that come on the market are entertaining at least one price cut before a buyer is getting into contract on that home. And the reason can be a lot of folks going back into the office, remote work being a lot less flexible, as I would say. And overall, that's definitely been seeing in that neck of the woods, in Folsom and Roseville. There was 139 single family homes that I noticed that were on the market in Folsom, and that's down a little bit from last month when I reported 144. The sweet spot though, I call it the sweet spot. Essentially what it is, it's a size of a home that's selling the fastest in that specific city that I'm reporting on. For Folsom, the sweet spot are single family homes around 2,200 square feet and on a lot that's, let's say, 7,000 square feet or bigger. Those are selling after about 42 days on the market. So think of your 4-bed, 2.5 bath layout. Those are selling at about a week earlier, a week faster than what the average home in Folsom is selling for. Now, those are the single family homes. Let's discuss the condos and townhomes, right? We can't leave those out. The median list price for the condos and townhomes in town are at $525,000. That's the average price. That kind of comes out to a price per square foot of around $331 for the month of October. That's down a little bit from last month, again, similar to the single family homes, because we reported last month that the price per square foot for the condos and townhomes was $343. So $343 in September, $331 for the month of October. The days on the market, very similar to the single family homes, yes, of Folsom. 42 days are for the condos and townhomes. So that's a little less than what you're seeing for the single family homes. Fairly close, but we're at 42 days relative to 49 days for the single families. But what the interesting stat was last month I was reporting 14 days on the market. Now it's shot up to 42. My personal opinion about this, it's probably a situation with sample size. There was only 5 or 6 homes, condos and townhomes, that were listed for sale last month or this month in Folsom. However, the single family homes that I reported were 144 to 139. So you literally have so much more volume, maybe like 20-fold more volume of single family homes. So the data is going to be skewed for the days on the market for those condos and townhomes, inevitably. Those, as I mentioned, are at 42 days. So the price reductions, about 40% of new condo and townhome listings are entertaining a price reduction for the month of October before a buyer is getting into contract on that home. Last month, it was 17%. So again, it's about that skewed data, most likely a small sample size, throwing numbers off rapidly, month over month. Overall, I really appreciate you guys tuning in to watch this video. My Calendly link is at the bottom of this, and you can book a time to chat with me, whether it's about mortgage rate forecasts, home price appreciation, how the market may be changing next year relative with the economy. I love these types of questions because I follow about a dozen economists that are a lot smarter than me. I follow these folks 7 days a week, so I can report to you as accurate as I can for the day. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. Drop me a comment. I promise I'll respond back to you. I love them because it helps me tailor my next video, because at the end of the day, I do this for you folks. Lastly, guys, I wanted to chat quickly about those interest rates that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. We're at a 20-year high with interest rates after the 30-year fix past that 7% peak. Now, a lot of folks thought that that would result in home prices dropping a lot, and it hasn't. And the reason why is because a lot of folks have equity in their homes. You have to make a pretty darn compelling case for a seller who's refinanced or bought a home during the pandemic. Remember, the bulk majority of Americans have mortgage rates under 4%. Let's just say, for sake of argument, this seller has an interest rate of 3%. You have to come up with a pretty compelling case for them to sell and then take on a rate in today's market at about 7%, right? That's double the mortgage rate, more than double. So for them to be able to sell, it has to be a really compelling case. It's usually out one of the three in that situation: death, divorce, and taxes. So that's the reason why prices have continued to hover. It's all relative though, right? Because from the end of Q1, prices have dropped about 5%. However, relative to 2021, prices are up about 10%. And that's most likely how we're going to end the year, at about a 10% price appreciation nationally. So it's all relative. At the end of the day, home is where the heart is. It's still your best investment you can make. I hope that I was able to provide you folks with some value on this, and I hope you have a safe Halloween. More to come next month in November. Thank you for watching.